Amazon just announced it's moving its main headquarters, leaving Seattle after years of calling it home. The decision follows new US tariffs, making it too expensive for Amazon to import products. This isn't just a new office. Amazon is leaving the US entirely. President Trump sees this as a challenge to his America First plan. The consequences will ripple across the country, impacting thousands of employees. This is a turning point for American business, and the world is watching. The new tariffs were the final straw for Amazon. These taxes hit electronics and goods, many made in China that Amazon relies on. Amazon's own products like the Kindle and Echo and even its server parts are all affected. The tariffs would make these products much more expensive to import and sell. Amazon's business model depends on speed and low prices, powered by a global supply chain. The new tariffs disrupt this system, driving up costs overnight. Faced with billions in extra expenses, Amazon had to raise prices for customers or change its business entirely. Other companies complained, but Amazon's response was the boldest, moving its headquarters. This move sends a clear message. Government policies have real, immediate effects on business. The government wants to protect American jobs, but companies like Amazon depend on global trade. For Amazon, the tariffs created an impossible situation. Relocating the headquarters was drastic, but necessary to protect the company's future. The decision highlights the growing conflict between national policy and global business. Amazon's move forces everyone to confront the true cost of tariffs. The company's future, and the future of American business, hangs in the balance. The world is watching how Amazon adapts. President Trump's reaction was immediate and fierce. He took to social media, accusing Amazon of betraying American workers and calling the move a political attack. The president sees Jeff Bezos, Amazon's owner, as a personal rival, turning a business decision into a public feud. White House officials echoed his anger, painting Amazon as greedy and unpatriotic. The administration's strategy shifted public anger toward Amazon, not government policy. Behind closed doors, Trump was reportedly furious, demanding ways to punish Amazon, through investigations or canceling contracts. This escalated the conflict, making it more than just a policy dispute. It became a power struggle between the president and one of America's biggest companies. Such a public personal fight between a president and a corporation is rare. The stakes are now higher, with both sides digging in. The president's anger has made this story much bigger than business. The battle lines are drawn, and the outcome could reshape the relationship between government and big tech. Everyone is waiting to see who will make the next move. The fight is far from over. This is now a defining moment in the clash between politics and business. The world is watching to see how far each side will go. The consequences could last for years. The future of Amazon and its relationship with the US government is at stake. The next chapter is about to unfold. Amazon's official response was calm and measured, in stark contrast to the president's outrage. The company's statement focused on optimizing global logistics and adapting to new economic challenges, never mentioning tariffs or politics. Amazon reassured customers and employees it would maintain a strong US presence, with warehouses and offices nationwide. The message: this is a business decision, not a political one. By staying neutral, Amazon avoided a public war of words, letting its actions speak louder than statements. The timing, however, made the real reason obvious to everyone. Amazon's quiet approach was a strategic move to keep investors and customers calm. The company's silence on politics was its own form of power. The contrast between the president's anger and Amazon's restraint is striking. Amazon's calm tone reassured the markets and its workforce, even as the underlying conflict grew. The company's move was a calculated response to a volatile situation. In this battle, words matter, but actions matter more. Amazon's statement was a masterclass in corporate crisis management. The company chose to let its decision, not its rhetoric, define the story. The real message was clear, even if unspoken. The world took notice. The power struggle continues. Amazon's move sent shockwaves through Seattle, its longtime home. The company fueled the city's growth and job market for decades. Now, uncertainty looms. What happens to the local economy and housing market if Amazon leaves? City leaders are scrambling to plan for a future with less Amazon influence. Cities vying for HQ2 are also left in the lurch, their efforts and investments suddenly meaningless. The HQ2 contest ended before it began. leaving frustration and wasted resources. Experts warn that if more companies follow Amazon's lead, the US economy could suffer: fewer jobs, less growth. Some believe Amazon is unique, but the long-term impact is unknown. For Amazon workers, anxiety is high. Will they have to move? Are their jobs safe? The company promises support, but many questions remain. The decision affects not just tech workers but everyone whose livelihood depends on Amazon's presence. One corporate move has triggered a wave of economic and personal uncertainty. Communities across the country are feeling the impact. The story is about more than business. It's about people and their futures. The ripple effects will be felt for years. The stakes are personal and national. The fallout is just beginning. Wall Street responded instantly to Amazon's announcement. Amazon's stock price plunged as investors worried about the cost and risk of moving a global giant. The conflict with the US government added to the uncertainty, sparking a broader sell-off in tech and retail stocks. Investors realized that politics could now impact business as much as profits. Some saw Amazon's move as smart, escaping tariffs to protect future earnings. Others feared angering the government would bring new investigations or regulations. The market's reaction showed just how complicated the situation is. Moving solves one problem but creates another. Wall Street is split. Was this a bold strategy or a costly mistake? The only certainty is risk. The future of Amazon and the companies that depend on global trade is more uncertain than ever. The stock market is a barometer of fear and hope. Investors are watching every move. The stakes are high for everyone involved. The outcome will shape the business world for years. The story is still unfolding. The world is watching. Amazon's move raised a huge question. What happens to HQ2? For over a year, cities competed for the second headquarters, but the new plan changed everything. Amazon's statement left finalist cities confused and waiting. Some speculate the new main headquarters will replace HQ2, ending the contest. Others think Amazon might look outside the US for future expansion. The HQ2 saga made cities rethink the wisdom of offering massive tax breaks to big companies. Amazon's decision shows that national policies can outweigh local incentives. It's a lesson for cities. Don't depend too much on one company. The future of Amazon's growth in North America is now uncertain. What was once a story of opportunity is now one of conflict and doubt. The end of the HQ2 contest is a sobering moment for cities and workers. Business plans can change overnight in today's political climate. The lesson is clear. Politics and business are more connected than ever. The story of HQ2 is a cautionary tale. The next move is anyone's guess. Amazon's decision marks a turning point in the relationship between big tech and government. It shows that global companies won't just accept new rules, they can push back in powerful ways. Amazon's move could inspire other companies to challenge government policies they see as harmful. The balance of power between corporations and politicians is shifting. The US government wants to protect American jobs, but tech giants operate globally. Tariffs and trade barriers clash with their business models. Amazon's move is the clearest sign yet of this conflict. If governments push too hard, companies might simply leave. This raises tough questions. What do companies owe their home countries? Is their duty to shareholders or to national interests? As business and politics intertwine, more conflicts are inevitable. The Amazon-Trump clash will be remembered as a defining moment. The future of the global economy depends on how these battles play out. The world is watching a new era unfold. The power struggle between government and big tech is just beginning.